moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. At the 36-yard line. 58, come on. Check. Here's Rosen to throw. Escaping the pressure. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Ballage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I got you, punk. Hey, quarter. 58, boy, 58.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run it here with Thompson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Monday. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, they're scared. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Balaj. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
80. I know you ain't got it. 58, right?
On 3rd down, Rosen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 55, come on. I got him, I do, fellas, let's go. 55, Mike 55.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down is Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Sanders' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Just like that. 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards.
55 yards. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Crunch time, defense.
Color.
Wow. Check 55 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Jordan Lucas there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Balaj out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. 17
yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! One down. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Right. 58 is the mic, 58.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Parker unable to get that one. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Shoot.
Hey, Sunday. 55.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Shoot.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Back.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Check 55 to Mike. Nose
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
34, eyes on 34. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rosen going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, foxtrot.
They'll try and run with Village, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Ready?
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, one more.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yellow. 55. Let's make these. Attack.
They'll run on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rosen to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Parker, the intended target. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Let's go, defense.
First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 58, boys, 58.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here,
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
watch the safety creep. 15.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, baby.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Get the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Chiefs, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.